This is Patricia from Patricia the Chosen One's channel. Um, I just wanted to get on and talk with you all in regards to um, not my video, but my previous Bible study podcast, Job chapter 4, verses 1 through 11. The reason is because I went back over it, and my understanding has changed. And as I say to you all when I am doing those studies, that we are all going to interpret it differently, and maybe we will, maybe we won't, maybe we'll interpret it the same, but that's for God to determine and to decide. But that wasn't my interpretation. It was more I thought it to be at the time. And I just didn't feel right about it. So I said, let me go back and reread it and try to gain better understanding. And so, with the wording in the Bible, sometimes it's hard to interpret certain things. But usually, what it's saying and the meaning, it stands out, and I automatically get it. Time I didn't. So, what I think I'm going to be doing, what I know I'm going to be doing in the future, is just making sure that I review it before I get on and speak on it, or share it with you all. And when I started this, it was to be authentic and you know in a way, like, to connect with the viewers, and so that it's like we're doing this together. And so nothing, there was going to be nothing, about it that was just like unrealistic. And it's not unrealistic to review it first. But I thought that it was more like it would be good to have it be more like a join thing. Like, how they do in church and other Bible studies. But from now on, I am going to be reviewing um, the verses, the chapters and verses before I bring them to you all. And I think even with, and I could be wrong, when pastors are doing it, or other Christians that are hosting Bible studies, I do believe that they review prior to. But so what I, after going over the chapter in the first 11 verses, what my understanding is of it now is that Eliphaz, and I could have the name wrong, as I said before, Eliphaz or Eliphaz, was trying to encourage Job, encourage him to remember who he is in everything that was going on, because he was going through so much turmoil and strife, that and pain, that he was starting to lose sight, and he wanted him to, and just like any of us, we feel like it's too much, how do we stand through all of the things we're going through? But which is in my season, which is I'm going through right now. That's my current season. But anyway, um, and so he was just letting, reminding, you have been a voice of reason for people when they have gone through. You have helped people and encouraged people when they have gone through. So you have to remember that same thing when you're going through. Remember the things that you have said to others. Basically, being the encouragement that he needed, that Job needed, and also pushing him and encouraging him not to give up, and inspiring him with his own words, and the things that he have, you know, witnessed him for others. And so I did say in the study that it was, him need, remembering that not to give up with everything he was going through, um, and to stay strong and what have you. But what I didn't gather was that Eliphaz was being his voice of, through all of that, and reminding him um, of who he is. And so sometimes we forget that, we need to encourage ourselves. you know, we're not going to just be able to get through it by doing it for others. We have to also be it for ourselves, and we also need it from others that, we are, might be in ministry with, or might be, in fellowship with. That's why it's good to have that, um, encourage, to help you be encouraged. And I even go through it. So I just wanted you guys to know that I did, review or read the chapter, the beginning of the chapter and those verses, new understanding, and actually it comes together with my previous understanding. Um, it's not that much of a, gives more detail of it on it. Um, and like I said, a new understanding also. Um, but you have to encourage ourselves so that we remain strong and we can continue to stand, because sometimes we don't know what to do in our own situations, but we are able to help others. Well, if we can help others, we should be able to help ourselves as well, you know? And it's not always easy, but that's what God is for. He is ahead of our lives, He's ahead of us, and, you know, when all else fails, we have Him. And so if we're going to Him actively, if we are depending on Him, not to say it's going to always be easy, not to say it's going to be perfect, but it will be of God. And with God in front of anything, can't go wrong. All right, y'all, be blessed, and I'll see you in the next video. Podcast, whatever comes first. Have a blessed day.